Alisha here with Terradrift and one innovative inflatable, yes, I said inflatable, tent for your next camping adventure. Okay, so right off the bat, not gonna lie to you, this was one of those tents that I kinda decided right off the bat I was not gonna be into. It's huge, for one, as in pitched, but also all packed up. It is not compact. And it's heavy, as in 32 pounds. It was a bear to actually put up, has 1,001 guy lines that need staked out, and just seemed like overkill for two people. But you know what? After spending a few days and nights in it, I kind of changed my mind, because this is a super comfy, spacious, multifunctional beast of a tent in the best way possible. But let's start with the features. Starting with the fact that, yes, this tent is inflatable. Why do you need an inflatable tent? I honestly have no idea. I guess if you're prone to smacking your camping buddies in the face with super long tent poles, or you tend to spend a lot of time arguing about which pole goes where, to the point that someone might end up sleeping in the car tonight because you no longer want to be in the same room with each other, well, yeah, then an inflatable tent could be pretty handy, actually. Might even save your marriage. Decathlon doesn't promise anything, but it seems plausible. It doesn't come with a pump, but pretty much any electric or hand pump will do, including ones you might use for an inflatable kayak or an air mattress. But Decathlon does sell a pump also, in case you just want to get it all at the same time and place. As for pitching this tent, you just stake the edges out, inflate the 3 tubes that form the structure of the tent, slide in 2 tiny poles to secure, stake out the guy lines, and you're done. You have a tent that can withstand winds up to 35 miles per hour. It's a 4-person tent plus, as in plus a crap ton more space. Yeah, 4 people can fit in the bedroom section of the tent, but it also has a humongous vestibule area that functions as a mudroom / entryway / living room / place to store your gear. It's actually bigger than the tent part of the tent. In fact, in the vestibule area, a person up to about 5'8" can stand upright, and there's plenty of space for chairs, coolers, all kinds of goodies for at least 4 people. It has a durable bathtub-style floor and screened-in windows on either side and on the door to facilitate airflow and let in some light, but only if you want to. After all, this is one of Decathlon's fresh and black tents, and if you didn't see our review of the 2-person Easy Up tent, then you may not know how rad this is. Basically, the whole tent is made out of Blackout fabric. It helps keep the tent cool in the summer, but also means you can sleep in on lazy weekends because very little light gets through this thing. How baller is that? I see you campers out there, you guys who hate the 6 a.m. wake-up call because that's when the sun comes up and starts burning holes through your eyelids. This tent is for you. Also, rad feature that I didn't think was featured prominently enough on the product page, the bathtub floor of the vestibule unclips and unzips from the rest of the structure. That means you can remove it to clean it out or whatever, but also do so as the first step of transforming this tent into a more simple shelter. See, you can also unclip the bedroom part of the tent from the ceiling and the bottom edges. Totally remove it, and now you have a bottomless shelter perfect for, I don't know, beach days, kids' soccer tournaments, festivals, you name it. Rad, right? It's like 3 structures in one. So those are the deets, but let me tell you what we thought of it. Like I said, I did not think I would be thrilled with this tent when I first unpacked it and set it up. It was unwieldy, it took 2 people at least to set it up, and there were so many guy lines. I've never seen so many guy lines. It took longer to set up than I would have liked, especially given that I'm a backpacker and just want to set up camp and relax like ASAP. But after erecting it a couple of times, we streamlined the process a bit and figured out how to pitch it more efficiently, so it really wasn't that bad. Just the same, it would be a lot of work for just a night or 2 of camping, but if you're kicking it for a long weekend or spending a week or more sleeping under the stars, totally worth it because the two of us were very comfortable in this tent and had copious amounts of space to spread out. Plus, it really is super dark. We slept in until 9:30 one morning during testing. It was delightful, and we stayed dry and comfortable in damp weather too. When the sun got warm, Josh brought a camp chair into the vestibule and got some work done in the shade, and when fog rolled in and threatened to soak everything in tiny water droplets, literally all of our gear fit either in the sleeping area or in the vestibule with plenty of room left over. When it came time to deflate and pack it up, it was simple, but not easy. Fair warning, this is not one of those tents that's ever going to fit neatly back in the bag. Not without some practice anyway. If you manage it, send us a pic. Photos or it didn't happen. Then you can come and pack ours for us, okay? I don't know, maybe we just can't be bothered to put that much effort in. What I did appreciate about Teardown was that each of those 1,700 guy lines have their own little cinch cord, so you can ball each one up and secure it neatly so it won't get tangled or knotted in the bag. Good thinking, Decathlon. So basically, yeah, I changed my mind about this tent. It's pretty rad, actually. And if you like space, no tent poles to argue over, and a durable, comfortable blackout camping experiences, yeah, you're gonna dig it too. As for sustainability, I'm gonna be honest, there's a lot of plastic on this tent. I mean, technically pretty much every tent is made out of plastic, as in synthetics, but between the air valves, the cinch cords, the guy lines, and the hooks, there's quite a bit of plastic. Oh, and BT dubs, the guy lines are not reflective, which I thought was a missed opportunity. That said, most of the parts on this tent are repairable and replaceable. Decathlon even includes a significant amount of spare parts with their tents. I'm talking a valve, patch kit, shock cord, replacement parts for the one pole. That's part of the brand's whole thing. Decathlon wants to sell gear that people can keep in use longer by repairing single parts instead of replacing the whole tent, so that's pretty cool. The threads are also dyed before weaving them into the finished fabric, which is more sustainable than the other way around. Plus, the brand has a goal of using eco-friendly design for all of their products and powering their stores with 100% renewable energy by 2026. Basically, sustainability is important to Decathlon. In any case, if we've piqued your interest and you want to check out the Decathlon Fresh and Black Air Seconds for yourself, we'll put a link in the description. But before you go, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and hit subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss any upcoming gear reviews and outdoorsy how-tos. Then check out even more gear reviews and guides, including holiday gift guides, over at Terradrift.com. And follow along with our adventures and get sneak peeks at what's coming down the pipe on Insta, Facebook, and Twitter. We're at Terradrift. And as always, thanks for watching. You guys are rad. Now get out there, don't get divorced because of tent poles, and wander on. Seriously, apparently a lot of people argue over tent poles. Like, this is a thing that happens. Couples go camping and they never do it again because I guess they just spend a lot of time arguing about what goes where and not communicating well. I don't know, maybe that's a good test of a relationship. Go camping, see if you can set up a tent without wanting to murder each other. I don't know. Maybe it's a practice in communication. Or maybe you just skip it all and get an inflatable tent. You don't have to worry about it. All you have to do is be like, hey, can you just pull that corner out? And then, ta-da, tent. And no arguing. Beautiful, am I right? Maybe I'll just set up the Decathlon as a hangout in my backyard. I mean, it's that cool. That's very durable. Very heavy duty fabrics. Nice rugged tent floor. No footprint required. BT dubs. So thanks for the surprise, Decathlon. Always love it when I test a piece of gear and my mind has been changed.